Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the channel. As always, review show after every game. I'm like a lot of times after a disappointing game. A lot of things to talk about. Not just what Allegri said or what the team did, just in general among fans. I think there's a divide among fans, and that's never good. But it is what it is now. Um, Going off the game yesterday, did I had any real belief that we would win that game? No, I'm not gonna lie. I was not confident because we are way behind Inter at the moment. They were clicking, and we were missing players, key players. Chiesa, he's gone for the rest of the season, but Delay, Quadrado, Dybala wasn't really fit. Chiellini just came back. Rugani needing to play still. Sandro and De Sciglio on the wing, on the right and left back. Bernardeschi on the wing, McKennie on the wing. Like nothing filled any of us, to be honest, with a lot of confidence. So that was basically the basis of the game. Now what we did in 100 and almost 20 minutes, I'm not gonna say it was good because it wasn't good, but we did what we I don't say that. We did what we could have done. Could we have done more? Yes, but to do more you need a playing style, and we don't have a playing style. When you have a playing style and key players are missing, you can fit in different players. Will it be the same quality? No, but the idea will change. Will not change. Excuse me. The idea will remain the same, and you can still do damage with the players that cannot come in. Look at Liverpool. We keep saying it. When somebody's missing, they play with a complete change backline last season. They stick to their guns. They struggled, but they picked it up at the end, winning I think 12 games in a row or something like that, because they have a system, and at some point that system will prevail because everybody knows what they need to do. With us, we don't know what we need to do. We don't know. So changing pieces will not be easy. Not yesterday, not moving forward. We will have more injuries. So, I mean, we can make all excuses that we want. We did enough yesterday, I think, to win that game on penalties. But we gave it away. Not we. Alexandro gave it away. We will get to him in a minute. But just in general, I saw a lot of people saying we need to be proud. The day should be proud as a Juve fan after a defeat, that day should never happen. Like, it should, like, you cannot be proud after a defeat. Maybe if you just came back from Serie B and you needed to play prime Barcelona and you lose that game in the last minute, it's like, yeah, we kept it alive until the last minute. But at this moment in time, no. And I know we missed a lot of players, and people, yeah, but the B players are not. That's part of the problem. The part of the problem is that our squad is not good enough anymore. Not even our first 11, let alone our bench players. Let alone that. Like, we cannot afford to miss one player or the drop off in quality that's already not that high takes another dip. That's not okay. Like, it's not okay. And it's fine to call that out. And I saw people saying, oh, you're a fake fan for being negative. It's being realistic. Like, if you want to live in a world where everything this season and even last season is still perfect, that's fine. But it isn't perfect. And everybody knows that. Like, you can lie to yourself as much as you want, and calling it out and saying it's not good, it's not being a fake fan, it's being a real fan. Like, it's having standards. And I tweeted it out. Don't let anyone tell you that you need to drop your standards, and that accepting, like, being okay with a loss just that because they made you quote unquote proud. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's what this club is all about. Never has been. But if people, again, if you want to do that, fine. But I don't think you should be telling other people they shouldn't be proud about a result or shouldn't be complaining and things like that, because it's not one game, it's 2, maybe 3 years of bad decisions, and that's why we are in this situation. That's a reality. Again, I said I'm not the biggest fan of the Supercoppa. I was in it, but you cannot lose a game like that. You can't. It's that simple. And that brings up Alexandro. Allegri said, we paid dearly for the mistake Alexandro made. Excuse me, it's a typo. For the mistake of Sandro, no. Who had played his best game of the season. Now, I understand that Allegri doesn't come out and say, yeah, Alexandro has been a donkey there. It's on him. Like that's no coach is gonna do that. Fine. But saying he played his best game of the season, that's just insulting the fans. Like, we are not blind. Like, we watched the game. Again, I'm not saying throw him under the bus, call him names in front of the media, create another story in the media. I get that. But don't take the piss out of the fans by saying this was his best game of the season. We are not blind. We've seen that. He got away with some stuff earlier in the game. Like, just because Inter were... Also because Inter were poor yesterday. Part because of us. Because we did well to neutralize what they are good at. But they weren't good yesterday. That's that. So Alexandro at times, I think in the first half, he let his man again run behind them when he knew he was there, when he had all the time to react, but he didn't. So he gets away with stuff. This was not his best game. His best game was that 3-game stretch at the start of the season, where he was actually good, decent. Allegri saying this, it angers the fans even more. He's not helping himself. He's already in a difficult situation. We know that. But saying these type of things, in my opinion, makes it much worse than what it is. But we all know he messed up, Alexandro. He did the basic thing, which you got taught from when you start playing football. And even in the last minute, with his experience, just kick the ball away. And I remember a few games ago, Allegri was yelling, I think it was Alexandro, at the sideline saying, I think he played a back pass to Chesney, and Chesney needed to do something crazy to save that ball or to boot it away. And he was yelling at the sideline saying, just throw it, put it in for a throw-in. That's that. You need to do it. Basic stuff. Alexandro, he's gone. Like, I mean, I don't know if he's gone in the summer, let's hope. But his head is gone. He's not in it. Like I said before, at the moment he's not even a football player. Like, he shouldn't be playing at this club. But he is. And yeah, he gifted that game away. Again, I'm not saying we were winning on penalties, because besides Dybala and Bonucci, who may well or may not have come on time, there were no penalty takers on that field. So it wasn't a foregone conclusion that we would win on penalties. But he gifted Inter that trophy, basically. That's what it is. That's the reality. Yeah, that's that on Sandro. Like, we talked about it. We will talk about it more probably, because he will play a lot of games this season. But we will move on from him now. Going in some words from Allegri, he said it was a real game. It was a good test for us. The boys played a good game. Football seems to have been invented by the devil. And 5 seconds from the end, we committed a mistake. We could have avoided the 2 goals and scored in the first few minutes. And then he also said the team played well technically. You can't say anything to the boys. Losing, it hurts. It must make us angry for the championship, so Serie A, Coppa Italia and the Champions League. And he also said this is a demonstration that there's unity within the group. Now the players who were disqualified, so Quadrado and De Ligt, will be back. But on Saturday, we have Udinese, and we have to face them in the best way possible. And then he also said, football is like that. Sunday we won an unthinkable game. Today we lost against the best Italian team. We did well apart from the first 10 minutes. Once we got into rhythm, the team did well. And then he also said, we had some good games this year. We didn't do badly against Napoli, certainly better than we did against Roma. This negative thing must trigger something positive in us. Now, this is something he's been saying for a very long time, but it doesn't trigger anything positive. It's partly because of the squad, because the squad is not good enough, but it's also on him. At the end of the day, it's a reality. Do I think we will pick it up on Saturday against Udinese? Yeah, we should. Do I think we can win against Sampdoria in the Coppa Italia? Yeah. Do I think we can win away to Milan? Yeah. Do I think we can get kind of embarrassed away to Milan? Yeah. That's the team. Like you can expect anything. You can expect anything from this team. You can, and that's not good. Like if you can expect anything from a team, even if it's positive, the flip side is there's also a negative side, and that's not good enough because we flip flop. It's a roller coaster this season. That means there's no identity in this team, no playing style. All those things we were saying, they're true, and it's okay to call it out because at the end of the day, this is Juve, and what we do over here is win. And we come from 9 titles in a row to this, and that's a big decline. Like that's not normal. And I get that you don't win, like winning 9 titles in a row is not normal, and we should appreciate that. So I get that you struggle 2 seasons, just missing out or competing for for first place, but let's say 7 games at the end of the season, you feel like the other team is better. That's fine. That's normal. You need to change. But we went from this to rock bottom almost, and that's not normal. And that's solely on the club. They made some bad decisions. Again, the pandemic didn't help. The pandemic just exposed the club for the for the bad decisions they made. Because I saw a stat that we are the top spenders in Europe. And just looking at this squad, this is not even top 20 team in Europe. Well, let's be real. It isn't. So that means bad decisions have been made. Like decisions based on balancing the books have been made, not based on does he even fit the team? Does he even fit the idea of the coach? Because this team is one of the worst structured team I've seen at any club, basically. Maybe Man U come close. They have quality, but they have too much quality in one department and no quality. Like it's the same basically. It's a mess, and that's why they're talking about Arthur moving on loan because Allegri doesn't like him, but who's gonna buy him? Like Cherubini, Arrivabene, Nedved, like they have. I don't want to be in their shoes because the task they have in the summer with a limited budget, probably need to sacrifice a top player. Probably the league, it's a massive thing. You cannot make any mistakes anymore. Every player you bring in now needs to bang. That's the reality we are in now, and you need to be able to ship out a lot of players. But then we end with the last quote, and that's Bernardeschi's quotes. And I'm not gonna put it on Bernardeschi, what I'm gonna say, but he was the one who spoke to the media. And he said there's regret and disappointment because there was a cup to win. It hurts to lose it in the last second. Juve showed that they are Juve. We played on equal terms with Inter. This must make us understand all the mistakes we made in the first half of the season. We're happy with our performance, but we have some regrets tonight. But we showed we can play against against a team that is doing better than any other team in the league. We played on equal terms despite missing players. Now that's fine. But I've seen a lot of players coming out saying proud and all those stuff. I personally don't like that. Like, if you're a top professional, you're never proud about a defeat, especially against an arch rival. Like, coming out with those things, I don't know. It just sounds weird. It sounds kind of weak to me. It is what it is. But I think this group of players is one of the weakest we have we have had over the last 12 years. 12 seasons. So I don't know. Again, I don't see much improvement moving forward. It's not being. I want to be positive, but this season we have seen so many signs that this team will not make top 4 because they're not good enough. They're very inconsistent. All those things. So yeah, I think. Only time will tell because there are so many rumors about transfers. We'll do a daily video, but even the transfer news that's coming out makes absolutely no sense at all. Like, absolutely none. We will talk about it in the next video. So yeah, there isn't really a lot of hope. Let's be real, if you're just completely honest. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the game. about the situation, basically. Let me just know how you feel about everything, and then we will see you, I think today, in the next one. Yeah, ciao.